And boy oh boy, what a fantastic new intro video that is. Good evening everyone! Welcome to Twitch and welcome to oNiD Community Racing here for our AC Social event this evening at the crazy Scottish, well, Scottish and crazy goes in the same sentence really, doesn't it?
Aidan, sorry to bother you. People in the audience, please jump over to the event voice chat for the briefing. We're not doing it here.
Ah! Aha! That's cool, don't worry, it's fine.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, no worries. We just started the stream and a little cameo from Ben. Good evening. Folks, if you're in the voice channel, I can't see you, so I'm not going to open. This is the comms booth. We have drivers sitting in the comms booth expecting to have a driver's briefing. No, that's not the right place to be. You need to go up the channel, but good evening to everyone that is listening onto the interwebs. What a fabulous bank holiday we've had. Not a smidge of rain. Who knew? And to round it all off, we're going to go to Knockhill tonight and watch some of these fantastic legends race around the very hilly, tight, twisty circuit of what is Knockhill. Some fantastic racing has been had here over the years. British touring cars, have some open wheelers races, but tonight, not their real life, we're in the virtual world, but it doesn't make it any less exciting. Now tonight as well, is a massive change for us. This is the first time we are with the wonderful SimGrid. We say thank you. Bye to SGP, they have been wonderful, they've been a fantastic support, but now starting afresh and ready for this new era. Did I say era? I'm not sure if that's boasting it or not, but a new era of oNiD and SimGrid. Oh, did have a sleep video. Good shout out to Ben22 Racing for those wonderful intro videos. New home, new race, same racing, same fun, same excitement. Just a new home on SimGrid. Head over to our community page, give that follow button a smash. Come and get involved. Come and say hi to us on the Discord as well. Discord.gg/oNiD Community Racing. That's not changed. We are still on Discord. We're still growing strong. Just hit 4,000 members as well. Everything is going up and up for oNiD. Not only that, got a little bit of exciting news about our cars as well. Let's have a look. All new liveries as well for our wonderful new partners over at SimGrid. Look out for oNiD Racing, out and about, getting involved in events, and our fantastic new ACC liveries, boasting new branding, new logos. We've got to say once again, thank you so much for Ben22 Racing for getting those liveries sorted, along with All Out Fops, Trinket Atas, getting involved and assisting there, making some fantastic fresh and updated looking liveries. So what is a new start for oNiD Community Racing. Drivers are now out on track at Knockhill in these Legends cars, now just finishing their driver's briefing, as we did very briefly here a few moments ago. Ben jumping in to alert the drivers that this is the comms box, not the driver's briefing, as we let them go out to track for a final few minutes of free practice. A very short and twisty track, as you can see from here. Don't forgive me for not knowing the corner names, but we'll be calling the shots as much as I can as we go through this evening. 18 drivers tonight. A fantastic showing for AC, and what an amazing turnout we've had for what is a social race, purely simple. A fantastic input and an absolutely amazing sign-up. Sign-ups went so quickly for this. It's absolutely insane. We do have, though, on a Monday night, our AC League coming up, starting of Monday next week, Mazda MX-5s. Every Monday, for 8 weeks, I do believe, for what will be oNiD's first Season 1. Yes, we're doing seasons, 8 weeks worth of racing, rotational leagues. Keep an ear out to what will be coming for Season 2. But it'll be jam-packed, full of fantastic racing for Season 1, I am sure. And no better way to start it all off than tonight here on AC with these very hectic, tail-happy, but absolutely insane legends. Evening, folks. Enjoy the show. Netraxer, thank you. Stevie BGT dropping in chat. Hi to you too. Horizon Media also saying good evening. Thank you very much. Ben Helms, good evening all. And Daniel Hearn as well. Thank you so much for dropping by. And RevJex_. Hi. Everyone's saying hi tonight. Lovely. That's what we like to hear. As everyone is now just finished up their laps at the minute. Jacob Hine is on the top spot for what is the current pole position time, 57 dead. RC Broccoli, first time chat. Let's do this. Aiming not to die. You're aware you signed up for Legends at Knockhill, my good friend. It's part and parcel of it all. But no doubt, I'm sure you'll do your best to survive for what will be a very hectic race. They said 18 cars, 18 of these guys fighting it out on track. This is going to be absolutely insane. We do get lights out for the two 25-minute races we have this evening. No pit stops, just sprint to the line. So we'd hope we'll see people really pick it up and have a good crack at fighting with each other. But as it stands, your pole sitter, Jacob Hine, is going out the last turn, powers up the hill as the cameras will just briefly lose him for a minute as he goes over the crest. He does, however, take the line, and it's a purple final sector, so he is finding time, but not enough to improve. 57 dead is the time to beat for practice. When it comes to quali, it's all to play for. Who knows what can happen? And we shall hope to see these guys back out at it and fighting away for what will be bragging rights for the first race this evening. As everyone, as we said, just finishing up laps. Can't really see who else is on a lap. Oh, Stephen Bain is on a lap. Ah, Stevie B GT. Hi in chat and also hi in the game as well, driving us this evening. Scotsman taken on a Scottish track. Who knew? What a surprise. Anyway, these guys are drifting these cars. It's absolutely insane. Checker flag now waving. We now have 19 cars. Oh my word, what a fantastic showing for AC. 19 cars. And these cars are just absolute pocket rockets. No other word to describe them. Just he's drifting it through the last turn, sliding the car as Stevie tries to get hang of the grip, or lack of grip, that is on these guys' cars. He's 5th overall. Doesn't improve on his previous lap, but does see the checker flag. We're just waiting for a couple cars to finish on the lap. Van Gamir. I hope I'm saying names right. I'm ever so sorry. Please educate me if I'm mispronouncing. Sees the line. Lindblom's also sees the line as well, and checker flag waits for them. Vokins and Smits. Vokins goes to the pits, so they'll have no further part of this practice session. And Smits just waiting for them to navigate last corner, basically. Get the power down, and we'll see how it goes. It's Dave Tweet signed up for the MX5 Championship. Looking forward to it. I cannot wait either. One make fighting. It's just going to be absolutely incredible. Cannot wait. Smits comes to the line, sees the checkered flag. I dare say that will be the last person to see the checkered flag. Ooh, or not. The game does not. Oh, no, he goes off the track. That should then proceed the session, hopefully. You would like to think people are still out on laps, but for whatever reason, not. Ooh, AC doing AC things, apparently. As everyone has finished lap, they were just waiting for the session just to kick itself into the qualifying. And we'll get underway for what will be, I'm sure, a fantastic qualifying. And who's out on pit? So Ben Asker is currently out. What is Ben doing? Is he just sitting there? Oh no, there we go. We are now proceeding to the next session, as we just have a bit of a wait until we now go racing. Some fantastic pictures of Knockhill here. We've got to wait about a minute or so, which is slightly annoying for Assetto Corsa. But we're going to get these guys out on track for their first qualifying session of 2 tonight. 2 races, 2 25-minute races. I'm sure these guys will absolutely love the track and car combo. And when I say love, it's very definitive. You never know. As yeah, just about 45 seconds ago, and I feel that in this... Oh, hello cameras. Are you working for me? Let's quickly jump to a different camera view there for some reason. So, oh, that's better. Look at that. Look at that main straight, full of legend cars in the pits. Hear them rumbling away. Oh, that's such a hilly track as well. You can see the... It's like a roller coaster. Up, 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 and then back down again. And you get right down through turn 1. Getting cars side by side down there will be interesting. We'll see what they do in the race. And standing start as well. And what is incredible, Matt Holman resubscribing for 22 months. Thank you, good sir. Let's get it on. Indeed. And Hydronox. Hi friends, I am ready to witness this. Dear, you might need to witness this. There might be a few murders, I don't know. Everyone just getting underway. And then we'll get going for what will be a very interesting... Oh, hello, hello, hello. Have we lost stream? I think we might have just briefly lost stream there. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Bad. Have just lost internet. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, for God's sake. I think we're back. We are back. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Folks. No, Michael, no, this is not right. No, it's not right, but we are back. Just about back, as we don't quite know what happened there. The internet had a bit of a freak out, I think. Just give it a couple of seconds, because there is an advert in the way. I think the advert's now cleared itself. We are back. AC and internet went, no, I don't like each other. So we are back live in qualifying. Chris Brook, first man on a lap. If you're not sure who photos, it's probably Johnny's. Yes, thank you. Absolutely, absolutely, Matt. That's Johnny command. That's good. Yes, no, Michael. No, Michael, it was not right. We are back. It's all good. Oh, yeah, we're definitely back now. That's fine. A very brief intermission. We went Vettel. You're going to trigger me. I'm a Mercedes fan. Stop it. As Chris Brook comes to the start-finish line, they will briefly just go out of camera shot for a brief moment, and indeed we are now back. Brook 58.9. Pavo gets there with 57.466. That's a better camera angle. Will it work? No, it won't work. Of course it won't work. As everyone now setting flying laps. Brook's initial lap not good enough. Jacob Hine already down into the 57.3s. Interesting. So, 18 drivers here with us this evening, all out trying to find a bit of space on the circuit. They will eventually do so. It's just a matter of times to if they can figure out a bit of a gap. Oh, Ben Oscar is back in mix at 19 again. Heinz livery is fantastic with the eyes. It is, yes. I just noticed that myself. Currently, oh no, he's no longer P1. Pavo pips him to it with 57.2. Faster lap for him. Lindblom jumps up into third. The times are now tumbling for everyone. Oh, excuse me. As yeah, we are now back. I don't quite know what happened with the internet there. Something did, and for whatever reason, Twitch and AC didn't like it. So Pavo P1, 6.5 minutes ago. Hines second, Lindblom third, Brook fourth, Kanoji fifth, Gamer sixth, Woken seventh, Silver eighth, Morgan ninth, and round up your top 10 as it stands with now just over 6 minutes ago is C Brown, Chris Brown, I think. As everyone finding their feet. Pavo again, a trading ties top 2. Fantastic stuff there. In the midfield though, it's tight as a can of sardines. You can't fit anything else in between these guys. Everyone fighting it out for what will be, I'm very sure, a very heated midfield battle. Only 2 drivers into the 57s. Who's that jumping up your... that's Ash Hill improving up to 5th. Hines improved yet again, getting ever closer to the 57.1s, which is crazy. You see these guys, they have to drift these cars through some of these corners. And whilst I take the opportunity, let's jump on board with Ash Hill. Now finds the kitty litter, so that's potentially going to ruin his lap, but was potentially hoping to see some on-board action there. Everyone guys drifting through some of these corners. It's literally what you have to do with these guys. It's just it's insane, really. Steve's putting on a poor showing at his home turf. He is. Where is he? Where is Stevie B? Where is Stevie B? Silver goes third. There he is. Stephen Bain, Scotsman himself. Pro streamer. Yeah, absolutely. Oh dear God, I know. Absolutely horrible. Internet goes, and then bleh, it's all downhill from here. Quite literally, because we are going up and downhill on this track. Anyway. Alright, Stevie Bain is on an improvement, sector 1. Sector 2 is a bit meh. He comes to the line, and look who's just joined the server. Dear God. Alfie Bevan in the house, making up our 20th car this evening. We'll hopefully see him get out on track, and indeed he has. With 4 minutes to go. The proper sweat is on for Alfie. Our previous season's champion from the touring cars. He's just unstoppable. We'll see what he can do in these guys for this one-off fun event this evening to celebrate the launch of AC, especially on SimGrid. Sadly, we did have a race last night on ACC. Sadly, miscommunication, let's say, with the admins. Sadly, was not available to bring that race to you, but I hear Silverstone, with all 3 classes of the BMWs, BMW Cup, BMW GT4 and GT3, 50 odd drivers around Silverstone. We had 50 sign-ups. In before, yes. Well, we'll see what you can do. Let's jump on board with Alfie as he's going to go on to his first flying lap. Downhill he goes into turn 1 and turn 2, sliding the car left, right and centre. Keeping it all tidy, going through turn 3, flat through 4, strategy there, rear steps out. Blind 5 and 6. A squirt of the throttle up into turn 7, completely uphill, blind exit. Can't see anything in these cars, and I dare to say you can't see anything in most cars that you race around here, unless it's a truck. I don't think trucks go around here. But even then, I think you're going to struggle to see elevation changes and apexes on some of these corners. Final turn, gets the power down. He will go to the line, and what time will it be? Pavo's teasing the 56s. What's Alfie going to do? Straight into P3, 57.6. That is a statement of intent, if I've ever seen one. Cool. So, 20 drivers. Pavo first, Hines second, Bevan third, Hill fourth, Nika 5th, Silver 6th, Limblum 7th, words 8th, Kanoji in 9th, and Stevie Bain rounding up your top 10. My dyslexic mind is having a bit of a panic attack reading names like that. Sweet. We do await everyone to finish up their lives. We've only got about a minute 15 left, so you can get one more flying lap in, as Alfie's going to do so. He was down on his sector 2 time. Might be an improvement here if he had a clean sector 3. Comes to the line, it's not an improvement. 58.2 from his 57.6. Not good enough for Alfie for any further up the field. He needs to get closer to what James, Pavo and Hein are doing, and they are both on laps as it stands. Pavo ever so slightly down on his time in sector 1. Sector 2 might be a different story as he comes to the timing beam. Sector 2 is again down. Only a very short sector 3, let's be honest. Only consistent of one turn. Oh, he backs out, so he's gonna take the opportunity to go for one more lap. There's a car sliding in the background. That's Alfie getting it back on the power up through final turn. Sees his competitor ahead of him. Alfie comes to the line, still stays P3. It's an improvement. 57.4 now instead of 57.6, as in a couple of seconds time the checker flag will begin to wave, and indeed it does, for what is going to be the end of the session. Now who's going to be improving? James isn't, he's backed out. He lets Bevan through. So he's going to stay put. Heinstein checker flag as well, he's not improving. Ash Hill isn't improving, he's stopped and returned to the pits. It's Bevan, Silver, Lindblom we're going to try and watch out for. First one to see the line will be Lindblom. Stevie Bain getting up to P4. Good luck from him. Jumping up from what was P10. Lindblom comes to the line. Can he improve? No, he doesn't. And Alfie will be next to come to the line after him. He's not improving though. Sector 2 was awful for him. It's a purple final sector. He gets to... Oh no, he doesn't get closer. It's very marginal, but that final sector was purple. Best of everyone. But not best of the timing tables. Last person to set a valid lap will be Lindblom. I do believe he is showing as not to have seen a checkered flag. I think he might have done, but game might be giving him a second chance here. Comes to the braking zone for the final turn. Gets the anchor out. Promptly releases the throttle. Sorry, releases the brakes and applies the throttle, should I say. But decides and elects to come for the pit lane. And that, folks, is that for qualifying. The only other driver out on a lap who should be returning to the pits any moment now is Alfie Bevan. Oh, no, he's going to decide to finish his lap. It won't count. And everyone has now seen the checkered flag, so we're just waiting for the server to boot everyone to the next session. I'm hoping we won't have a repeat of what happened earlier on as we tried to go for the race. Oh, but what a qualifying session. Alfie Bevan getting in there very early. Getting into the top 3 positions. And indeed your starting... Well, we're not going to actually show the public chat. I was going to show you in the order, but there was a public chat done. I saw a few naughty words in there. Come on, folks. I know it's all in jest, but I want to see the results. Which lap will I be backwards, says Stevie B. You put a vote out if you want. You can start a prediction. No, that's too complex for me. Not on a Monday night. I don't have my co-commentator with me, so it's multitasking. So I elect lap 5. I don't want to see you backwards. I'm just having a stab in the dark. I'm just clarifying that. I hope you remain forwards facing and not crashing. I do hope that for you, Stevie B. I promise. But as we await for the countdown, so the countdown will go to 0. We'll see the cars go to the grid. I'm hoping we won't see a repeat issue of what we had for a previous session when My internet just went, no, I hate you. As everyone. So here we go. Are we okay? I think we are. Right, let's get... Ooh, camera angle's not helping me here. There we go, that's better. Brilliant. Oh! Someone's done a prediction for me. One of the admins. Oh! You absolute gents. Thank you so much. What am I predicting? Who'll baby back as well that fight? Oh, brilliant. Thank you, whoever's in the admin channel. I do appreciate your help. Much appreciated. As cars are on the grid, we don't think we have a connection issue, which will be mighty handy. Use your channel points, use your drive-through points. Will Stevie Bain be backwards before lap 5? Get voting. Let's have a bit of fun this evening as we are about to go green for what will be the first race of AC with SimGrid. The legends will now get underway at Knockhill. Green lights underway. Everyone looks to get away reasonably well. They're all going to squabble for position very briefly as the car goes slowly in the background, but everyone gets away well. Leaders go side by side through the turn. Oh, God. And that's Pavo getting ahead. His car off on the inside. I think they're going to get away with it. As Hine retains, or takes the lead, should I say. You have cars got falling down the order. Oh, there's been an incident. There's been a crash as multiple cars, brown, Vogue and silver, all finding themselves in the grass. There's Bain. He's spun. He has absolutely spun. Folks, it's going to be a bit of a giveaway now. He hasn't technically ended up backwards, so I think the vote's still valid. As he's going. He's still pointing in the right direction. I think we're okay, as he does now come over the top of the hill there. He's down in last, sadly, but we will continue nonetheless. The leaders are, however, fighting away as the camera. I just wait for the camera to update themselves. Side by side into turn 1, the leaders, oh my goodness, have already finished a lap, and Hine defending to the inside. Pavo fighting away with him. In the background, Ash Hill also wants a piece of the action as well. There's contact! There's a tap, he finds himself round Ash Hill, losing positions down to 5th. Dave tweets, logic. Okay, shh. As Dave making a very obvious point there. Thank you, dearest. As everyone is getting going. It is 25 minutes plus 1 lap, so the time will go to 0, and then it will be plus 1 lap after the timer has run out. Instant no. Ben Arse goes off inside of. Oh, I'll go in exit of second sector. So he's going to find himself in what he's going to get going again. But he's having a making acquaintance with the barrier there, sadly, and indeed is able to rejoin the circuit down at 20th. Though it's a shame, as the leaders are still at it. Now on to lap 3 or 2. No, lap 3, should I say? Starting lap 3. Oh, Bevan hitting the wall. I hit the tyre wall on the apex, so not as bouncy as you might think. They are in AC, rock solid, those tyre barriers on the apex of the corner, but seems to have got away with it. Indeed continues, albeit as the leader side by side into the final turn. Pavo makes a move there. However, Hine will be looking to get that place back. Will jump on board with Hine. Tucked into the slipstream, and he's going to get a run up the inside of turn 1. Can he make it stick? Side by side, there's contact. Pavo sideways. He's out the way of the racing traffic lights. He gets away with it, but contact between the two leaders. Oh dear, that's not going to make a very happy voice channel in the Discord server. Every driver, from what I can tell. Oh, Chris Brown. Team 99 Problems Motorsports. You can see in your bottom right, he's got 99 problems, but keeping it off track ain't one. I'm trying to be hipster. Trying is the emphasis there. As after that little spin, Hine has managed to find a gap. But look at this 3-way battle. for P2. Bevan making inroads. Joined last minute with about 3 minutes left of qualifying. He is fighting his way through the field. His three-way battle is a slipstream next to him, so the two cars of Hill and Lindblom managed to slipstream past him and sadly loses. He was briefly up into second. Two cars fighting next to him managed to do a bit of a tactical slipstream move there, a bit of bumping and pushing along the main straight as well, but leaves Alfie a bit stranded and looks maybe to be vulnerable to recovering James Lee Pavot. Side by side now, it's even with Hill for P3. Into the final turn. Later on the brakes is Alfie. Sends the car drifting a little bit up through the apex. It's a very awkward uphill last corner. Gets the move done. Gets the power on and down into turn 1. P3 for Bevan in the background. Pavot recovering from what was a battle for the lead. A spin that cost him some positions there. Just below 20 minutes to go, plus 1 lap. Anything and everything is now to play for. We've got recovering drivers powering their way through the field. Pavot recovering from what was a lead battle, and Alfie Bevan just being Alfie Bevan rocks up with about 3 minutes of qualifying to go. Bevan now looking for a move on Lindblom. So he remains side by side, giving each other space in the background. Pavot's having a battle of his own as well for 4th and 5th. Oh, a little bit of contact there, a little bit of a love tap. I think Alfie's going to stand up the inside. Lindblom was aware, gives him space. They go side by side on exit. I think Alfie's just about got the move done. Lindblom knows going to try and get it back. So you jump on board. They are now side by side. Who's going to make the move work? I think by the time you get to the braking zone, in the background, Pavot's on the inside. And now Alfie's gone, oh, it's a spinner. That's Hill. He does save it from going into the barrier though, so that's going to be silver lining there for him. Oh, that's a car off there. That's Ascot. Having a torrid time down in 20th, now finds itself a lap down. Leaders are again fighting away. We've also got a midfield battle. Overstreet fighting away with, that was Toscano, who's found himself, I think, coming off at turn 1. So loses a good few positions there. Just looking up and down the field. Battles left, right and centre. Morgan and Kanoji fighting away. Oh, Kanoji's in the wall. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry, folks. I do apologise. Folks, if you voted in the predictions, you were right. I think it was only one person that voted there. Stevie Bain did end up backwards before lap 5. Lap 1 of all laps. Well done, Dave. As everyone now, well, I say calming down, there are still battles left, right, so Alfie Bevan trying to make a bit of a comeback here. Oh, hello, 7th and 8th fighting away as well. As I said, you look away for a minute, then something else happens. Gammerman on the tail of Nika. Let's jump on board as he's going to have a look. Tries to get the over-under. Can't really do it there on the final turn. Stays put for now. He might get the slipstream here, but I think Tony Nika is not got the slipstream, not quite from the car ahead, but will indeed remain in position. Pavot, though, briefly fighting away with Lindblom. And now he's left himself vulnerable to Alfie Bevan. Ben Myatt's in the pits. Ben. Oh, Ben. What happened, good sir? Can't quite get a good camera angle of you, sadly. We'll have a jump back to the action as Jacob Hine still leading the way. Gap is now coming down, 2.8 seconds. So Lindblom is allowing the two cars behind him, Pavot and Bevan, to continuously fight it out for for the best of P3. But nothing else happening. Oh, I say nothing else is happening. Vokins is... Ooh. Oh, that was just overtaking Ben Meyer out in the pits. I do stand corrected. That was another battle. I do apologise, but it's a three-way battle with P2. Not quite sure where to look. There's also a bit of a battle for 6, 7 and 8 as well. Just keep an eye on my timing screens as we will jump to the midfield in a brief moment or two. That battle is also heating up as well. But dare I say, things have calmed down a little bit now. They haven't. Pavo's going to look up the inside. The final turn later on the brakes. Is he? Yes. Takes the inside line. And that's got to give Alfie Beavan a reason to try and have a go at Lindblom now into the first turn. Will he get the slipstream? Lindblom looks like to have the slipstream on Pavo, so it might null and void any potential moves by Alfie, and indeed it does. As everyone now figures it out. Stevie Bain making a move into turn 1. Oh, he is making a move. Cameron's just had to catch up there for a brief moment. Does indeed make the move. Is it? Oh, there's a nudge. Oh, Stevie Bain was also around again. Kanoji getting the move done. Oh, what's that happened there? That's Kanoji having an issue. Cutting the corner for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. Car looks okay. Maybe just a brief lapse of concentration there. Pavo, new fastest lap, 57.1. He's really putting the hammer down now, chasing after Jacob Hine. And the gap is closing. Top 3. Now coming back into touch with each other as Pavo goes, Jesus Christ, goes very wide. Oh, looked like he went wide as his rear decided to try and attempt to overtake the front of the car. He goes wide there though. These cars being incredibly slidey, no aerodynamics on them apart from the shell itself, which is a bit of a rolling roadblock, but you've got a very powerful engine in the front of these cars. They are glorified go-karts at this fight. That's a very simplified but accurate description of these guys. It's just 4 wheels, a motor and a chassis. That's about it. You can reset that for most cars actually, can't you? Anyway, everyone looks to have now spread out a little bit. We're just waiting for some of these closer battles to come together again. Oh, it's car round at Smith's. Has had a spin. I think quite wisely reverses it off the racing line, lets cars go past him and rejoins in a safe manner. Props to him. But the leaders are now fighting. There's lap traffic in the way. They've got to be careful. Tyre contact there. As James has found the lead from Hine, Beavan, and now catching it. It is now going to be a three-way battle for first with just over 12 minutes to go. Oh dear God. Right. I don't think I can breathe yet. Brooke and Nika, 6th and 7th, are fighting away. Just keep an eye on that battle. Let's see what they're doing as I jump to Tony and Chris there. Chris makes the move. And now Twan van Gamron. Three-way battle for 6th position now. As the top 3 are still in quite close proximity with each other as well. We'll hopefully see those guys fight away to the dying moments of this race. But no one's exactly dropped each other yet. Pavo, half a second of a gap. Same sort of gap back to Hine and Beavan for P2 and P3. As everything now is getting a bit calmer as Norman Bruce Another one of our Scotsmen racing tonight on a Scottish circuit is not having the best of luck this evening. He's able to rejoin. Oh, he's finding the grass again. He's turning that Legends into a very unusual lawnmower. However, who is Scotsman that is doing well, Stevie Bain. Recovery drive up to 9th. From last, might I add. Oh, excuse me. Finding pace in these cars. I say that he's sliding it across the circuit, turning into a bit of a drift car there. The three-way battle, however, for P6. Brooke has lost out 2 positions. Nika now leading the way as a move up the inside from Chris. Sees him now alongside for turn 1. Is he going to get a bit later on the brakes? He is. Sends it up the inside. I think didn't give Gamaron much of an option there. It was step aside, let me through, or don't step aside, I'm coming through your side door. Oi, oi. Right. Got a couple in the pits though. Chris Overstreet and Chris Morgan electing to come into the pit lane. Not quite sure what's happened there as we just to wait the cameras to readjust. Indeed they have. Oh, that's Toscano finding the kitty litter there. Recovers though and does indeed continue. In the background there's a battle there. I'm trying to figure out who that is. I think that just might be a lap traffic. Actually, that is the leaders coming through. Oh, it's now second and third. I stand corrected. High not leading at the moment. You are seeing people coming to the pits. Like Beavan getting up into P2 now by the looks of it. With the helping hand of potential side traffic, and that's contact. That's the. Oh no, that's not good. That was a lapped car having an issue. Getting on the grass, brakes not working, slides across the grass, hits P2. Now P3. Alfie does recover into P3, but a mistake from a back marker loses the grip. I think maybe inadvertently braked on the grass there. And took out one of the leaders. Oh no, it's horrible. Alfie's going to be absolutely gutted. I don't think there's anything the other driver could have done. Right, so I have to fight back. He's now quite a substantial way off the lead. A good 6 seconds now along this track. That's quite a lot of time. So I think with just over 7.5 minutes to go, Alfie's going to be struggling to try and get the car back up to any sort of P2 or P1 position. However, we will jump down the order. Tron van Gamaron, should I say, as P5 in the pits. Why are people pitting? They got damage or are they short fueled? Very interesting. The back marker gets out of the way there. I think that was. I couldn't quite tell who that was actually. But nonetheless, they do get out of the way. I think it was car 20? Ben Oscar maybe? Anyway, Hill. Ooh, had a few cars in the pits actually, which is a bit of a shame. But obviously finding damage or for whatever reason, I don't say short fueled. There's no mandatory pit stop tonight. You don't have to take to the pits unless you need to. So it's a shame to see those guys enter the pit lane for any particular reason or another, but they have indeed, and I'm sure they'll be back out in due course. A very long pit stop for Asher. It's going to put them a lap down, sadly. But the leaders are as they were. Pavo, Hine, Bevan is your top 3. As Gamaron into the pits as well. Interesting. I might have a bit of a quiz of my dear friend Mr. Ben Meyer, if I can hopefully drag him into the comments box ever so briefly, just to figure out what's happened this evening with some of these drivers that are heading to the pits. I'm presuming it's damage. Go Kanoji though, absolutely. Up into, where is he? Where is P13 is Jaytin Kanoji. Worst fan 1992. I don't assume what fan you are, good sir. Oh, Beaven's in the pits. P3 has entered the pit lane. Tony Nika up into P4. Why are people pitting? Interesting. As I said, I think we'll have to have a bit of a quiz of our resident admin slash racing, also a racing driver in this little social, Mr. Ben Myatt. We'll probably drag him down in a little while once we see the checkered flag. But just over four and a half minutes to go. Pavo, Hein, Lindblom. And now Lindblom in third now. Jesus, that's a recovery drive. And also good effort from this driver as well, Mr. Tony Nika. But look who's up into 5th position after a torrid lap. Well, Lindblom's in the pits. P3's in the pit lane. So that's going to promote Tony up into 3rd. And Bain's pitting as well. What is going on? Is there a mandatory pit stop that I'm not aware of? Because this race has just turned on its head. I'm not quite sure why. Fuel? Question mark? Damage? Oh, Ashildo is off the circuit, I can tell you that much. It is a great recovery drive from Bain. Fuel. Oh, people falling foul and having to quickly get a bit of a splash and dash. From what I understand, you can do 25 minutes on one tank. Maybe some people have just underestimated how much they actually need to finish this race. 3 minutes to go. Is anyone else going to have... Well, 3 minutes plus 1 lap, should I say. But is any of the leaders going to come to the pit? Hein, Nika, Pavo. We're keeping a keen eye on them. As we do await to see if the leader's coming into the pits. He is! Oh boy! Pavo is in the pits. Hein up into P1 now. Oh my. Alfie Beavens just made a move of taxi. Oh, they're actually fighting away through the middle sector. Oh, it's contact in the background. Someone spun. That's Brown. Having a little bit of instant there. Pavo's in the pit as well. P3 in the pit lane. Alfie making a move on Silver for... Oh, that's a half spin. That's not going to work for him. He needs to get going again. Oh, is he stuck? He's gone back to the pits. Has he just run out of fuel? Alfie, no, don't do this. Hein currently in the lead. Has everyone short fueled? What a plot twist. Alfie's disconnected, sadly, so he's had an issue there. I'm not quite sure why. He's going to drop down the order, sadly. Hein's in the pits. That means Tony Nika is going to take the race lead. I think Alfie's left and rejoined, just to save him not having to serve a full pit stop or return to garage. can get away with that. We do allow it. If you have so much damage, you just want to reset from the server, rejoin, and not take a huge time penalty for sitting in the pit lane. Absolutely fine to do so. It's a social race. We'll allow it. I think we allow it in our leagues as well, actually, to be perfectly honest. As Nika... No, Heinz in the lead. Hold on a minute. I thought Nika took the lead. Was Nika a lap down? Or have I just got myself so confused in the excitement of everyone pitting, I just lost track of who the actual bloody leader is. That's highly likely at this point. Hein comes to the start-finish straight. It will be 2 more laps, inclusive of this one that he's on. So this is now the penultimate lap of this first 25-minute race. And folks, we get to do it all over again. We've got another 25-minute race lined up. And indeed, these guys will go ahead and battle it out once more for what will be an absolutely insane second race. And hopefully, they'll remember to put enough fuel in. Leader has 2 laps to go. That is now the official call out. Pavo leads the way. Oh, Brown is round 199 at the last turn. I don't hear an engine noise. How did he run out of fuel? There is no life in that car. He has returned to the pits. Oh my. Leader now on the fire. Heinz in the pits. The leader is in the pit lane. So second position. What did what? Right. I need to establish if there is an actual mandatory pits in this race because a load of people are pitted. And I'm not entirely sure how it's all worked out. There's a car off. There's a car cutting the corner. Not quite sure who that was, but gets away with it. It's a blue flag. So they'll probably moved out of the way. We will go to our race leader though. Pavo and Hein. Only 3.5 seconds separate them. But what matters is Jacob Hein has not done enough to take the race to Pavo in the final closing moments of this race. What a manic race this has been. But we will say congratulations to James Lee Pavo. Gets the checkered flag and will see the checkered flag to take P1 for this social race. First social race this evening. 2 25-minute races here at Knockhill in the Legends. Heinz is second. Nico will see third. There's cars running out of fuel. There's a car pushing another one across the line. Not quite sure who that is. That looks like Alfie Beevan's pushing someone along. He is indeed, and indeed does push someone across the line. I think it was Vokins. And indeed he does. Stevie Bain though, recovery drive from him. Spin on the first lap. Indeed sees the checker flag and spins it in celebration across the line. The only cars to not yet finish. Norman Bruce, he's in the pits. Chris Brown will see the checkered flag. Ben Oscar has run out of fuel. Oh, the tank's not quite big enough for a 25 plus 1 lap minute race. Oh dear. Have people been caught out by this? No, we shall... words, bit of a tongue twister there. We shall soon find out. Ben Oscar stuck on pit road. Is anyone going to give him a helping hand across the line? I don't think so. He returns to the pit lane. But, oh dear lord. Has been a 26 lap race. What a race it has been. And guys, we get to do it all over again. Holy bejesus. Well, that was fun. That seemed like fun for everyone. We just got to wait for everyone just to finish up their laps. Chris Brown and Stephen Bain just finishing their in laps. Indeed, they return to the pits. I'm hoping the server will eventually figure out to kick everyone else. You have to, by the way, you have to ignore the images on these screens. We are waiting for these images to be updated, so you have to ignore some of the branding. These cars are not the ones that you will see on oNiD any longer. There's some new fantastic liveries tonight, and indeed, we will hopefully see those out and about later on in the series. But for now, we can take a bit of a breather. Oh, my, oh my, oh my. That was interesting. As soon as I go onto Discord, we have Stevie Bain join the comments box. Stevie!
Hello.
Hello! Alright.
That was fun.
Let's see, let me just double check OBS is picking you up. Give me
It is.
It is.
I can hear myself. I need to mute the stream.
You need to mute the stream, absolutely. Good evening. What in the world happened there?
Well, if you've seen the British Touring Cars, you'll know about Knockhill starts. And I went for a Knockhill start and kind of overshot turn one a little bit.
Yes, just a little bit.
But the pit stops that you were wondering about, at least I could only fill the tank enough for 21 minutes 46 seconds. So unless you fuel save, you've got to pit.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I was freaking out thinking, oh my god, why are they pitting? Why are they pitting? What the hell? Why are they pitting?
And Alfie also blew up the engine.
Oh.
Which is why he ended up in the pits.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We heard no life from Alfie's car, thinking that we might have run out of fuel.
No. That was a downshift error.
Oh no. That's not good at all. Well, you were P6 on that one, so what a fantastic recovery from you.
It was good fun. It was a lot of fun.
Scotsman and his natural habitat at Knockhill. Who knew?
Very much.
Well, you get
excited.
You get to do it all over again.
Yeah, I know. And it's a reverse grid. So.
Oh no.
It's gonna be very interesting.
I can imagine, as everyone is now going to said grid, and I have a fear that my internet's just gone pop again. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Just wait a minute. Just waiting for everything to sort itself out once more. Have had a repeat of what's just happened last time out. We are still live. Just about. We are just waiting for Steve to catch up. We are going to go racing. Steve, if you're still with me, get back to where you need to go. We will see you soon. As reverse grid race will get underway. And indeed we are underway. We will go back to live pictures now as the stream is just about able to come back. There's a car already off in the background. Folks, apologies for that brief blip in the internet. The server decided to start and get everyone on grid, and once again, internet said no. We are away as Chris Brown on the reverse grid leads the way. There was a car off. I think that was Alfie Bevan struggling to find a place. Oh, that's a shunt. That is a massive shunt. Oh, there's so many cars involved there. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Smith, Silver, Overstreet, Lindblom, Pavone and Nika all getting involved there, sadly, as a reverse grid race we are having. Indeed. Oh! And Smith's around. Oh, it's contact as well. That's Nika. That's the podium finisher from last race. And there's contact up ahead. Morgan's off. Dropping down the order. Oh no, reverse grid race, throwing up all sorts of mayhem here as we get underway. Brown and Vokins are currently leading the way. And Vokins goes very right onto the grass. He's going to have to carefully rejoin Ariana. They, should I say. And indeed they do. Oh, I would love to join this. Oh, you should have done, my good sir. You should have done. You did sign up very quickly, but we are back on a Monday night, every Monday night for 8 weeks, for part of Season 1 of oNiD, racing the MX5 Championship. I believe there is a reserve list. If you want to join said reserve list, and if we do have any dropouts, you will be the first to know. But thank you for coming along and coming to see this race, and this is what to expect from oNiD in the coming 8 weeks. Another one make championship for the MX5s on a Monday night, starting from a week today. And we will indeed see a packed grid of fantastic one-make racing with those guys. I'm sure they'll provide just as much entertainment as we're seeing tonight. Jacob Hine, fastest lap, getting in a 58.1. I know it's only been 2 or 3 laps, but a statement of intent. Ben Wyatt, oh, he's having nosebleeds, up in 3rd. Jesus Christ, Ben. So he gets going. Still retains. Alfie Beavan has managed to get up into 6th position now. Makes a move up the inside of Vokins. Where is Pavot? Stuck in 11th. Our race leader has fallen foul to the mayhem of what is a reverse grid. And indeed will now look to recover. There's battles in this top 10 though, as the faster cars are being able to get through the pack. Pavo's dropped from Beavan big time. It's going to be such a gap between him and Beavan. And Beavan's on the hunt. Look at this. He's got slower cars ahead of him. As such as the nature of a reverse grid, you're naturally going to see faster drivers fight their way through the field, and indeed maybe taking a bit more extra risks as to try and get back through the field and try and navigate these drivers that are not quite on pace with themselves. Alfie's going to have a look up the inside, and I think Chris makes it work. Norman braces off. Oh, there's massive contact, and that's massive damage as well. Tyres are crooked, and there's multiple cars off. It's Bruce, Morgan, Toscano, all falling foul to what is the chicane there. Oh, Toscano's got massive damage though. His wheels are crooked. Anything and everything is wrong with that car. He's steering to the left. He is struggling. Look at the wheels on. Oh no. The wheels can't decide which direction to face. He's back in the barrier again. He's going to have to return to the pits, and Kanoji is off. Had a mistake potential last turn. I know, the mayhem. We're anarchists, aren't we? Vokins having an off. Oh my goodness. What in the world is going on? Right, battle for the lead, however. Hill and Brown fighting away. Oh, there's the car. There's a stricken car of Toscano. I think indeed he has gone and elected to do a quick return to the pits. And indeed we'll see out the title. Maybe leave the server and rejoin the server just to not have to serve a repair penalty. With 20 off. We've already had the first 5 minutes. That went by very quickly. First 5 minutes done and dusted already. Oh dear lord, as everyone is getting their heads down now. Hill leads the way from Brown. Beavan recovery up into 3rd position. So one of our top runners from last race. And Kanoji and Gamaran have had a coming together or an issue of sorts. One would presume they've had a bit of contact. They've both ended up in the same area of the kitty litter. They do get going again. Kanoji under threat immediately from Norman Bruce. Oh, he's off on the grass. He's got to be careful. And everyone gets through that relatively okay, just about. Kanoji netting 2 positions basically, and Norman Bruce losing 2. Scotsman not having fun on what is his home circuit. And my oh my, what a torrid time he's having. We'll jump back up to the lead battle. Traffic already becoming an issue for some of these guys. Hill in the lead. He's got traffic. Oh, there's a car off next to Alfie. He needs to be careful of him, but gets the move done. And actually, that was Chris Brown going off. That wasn't a back marker. That was actually a position. Chris Brown makes a mistake. Alfie's up into second. There is traffic galore at the final turn. Alfie Bevan now on the tail of the leader. Is making a move potentially for the lead. Later on the brakes, there'll be a little bit of a tap there to the rear of Hill's car there. Ash Hill defending through the first sector. Will go up through. Oh, lots of sausage curb there. Temporarily turns that Legends car into a motorcycle. Getting up onto two wheels. Can't do anything more as of this moment. Stevie Bain's off. He's round. It's lap 7. Oh, Stevie. What's happened good today? It's all looking so positive for you. And we will go back to the leaders because not only is one first and second fighting, there's a battle brewing for third and fourth. I think actually third has made the move. However, we will go to the lead battle. Alfie Bevan very much, well, just about alongside, backs out of the move. And lets Ash Hill live to fight another day. Oh, what a race this has been so far. We've got 16.5 minutes. Time has flown on this one. Lost track of how many overtakes there's been. A reverse grid racing proving to be as hectic as you would think. Most notably, Pavo up into P6. Race the winner, not having the start that he wanted, as Alfie later on the brakes up the inside, centre car drifting, but somehow gets a better drive out the corner. Is able to keep it ahead for the moment. Ash Hill will look to come back at him. And indeed, I think it's alongside. It's going to be last of the late breakers. I think, in terms of braking, no, they're not. They remain alongside. That's a move around the outside of turn 1. Fantastic stuff there from Ash Hill. Manages to retake the first position after what was seemingly a absolutely incredible move. He hits the tyre wall. Does Ash. That tyre wall does not move in that Assetto Corsa. It is rock solid. There's no give. And those tyres will remain as solid as concrete. These cars are absolutely so fun to drive. Thank you for the follow, Narcoleptic696. Thank you for the support as you join us on what is our social race before we get racing for the AC League a week today. MX5 Championship starting for 8 weeks, part of oNiD Season 1. As Alfie now looks to have the move done. That is Ash going to come back in on the brakes. No, he yields. And indeed concedes the race to the lead. In the background, Hine also having front row seats to this battle. He's got to be thinking, I've got to be in a chance of this. They're going to go side by side through the fast right-hander. There's no space there. Come on, guys, let's be careful. Bit of love tapping there between the cars. And look at this, it's brought Hine into the picture. Three-way battle for P1. It's all to play for. Oh my word. Now Alfie Bevan now needs to get his head down and get going. He does not want to get caught up in Hill and Hines' battle. And I dare say that Hines going to have a look up the inside. Gets the move done. First to third in one lap, sadly, for Jacob Hine. As such is One Make Racing. Kanoji's sadly lost 2 positions. We'll jump down to a bit of some of the midfield battles that we're having. Stephen Bain on a recovery drive as well. On Zach Silver outside of the final turn. Over under tries to get the better drive as a car off. That's Ben Arthur sadly having a bit of a torrid time in the kitty litter of the final turn. These cars do look fun to drive, Freddy Pad, and it is a pleasure to have you in watching along as we follow tonight's action. 13.5 minutes left. we've had basically half the race, and I've just lost track of what the hell has been going on. Absolutely nuts, says Narcoleptic. Absolutely. Folks, if you're joining us for the first time, if your first time seeing this and hearing of oNiD, please do come along and say hi to us in the Discord. Discord.gg/oNiD Community Racing is what you need to type into your web browser. You can also find us on SimGrid, oNiD Community Racing. Come and follow the community page. We are very much launching on SGP, and we are very much newbies to the SGP. Sorry, SimGrid. What am I saying SGP for? We said bye to SGP, should I say? Goodness gracious me! And we're saying hello to SimGrid, and we are very much somewhat newbies on SimGrid. A lot of our console events were run on SimGrid, and now we have moved over full stock, lock and barrel, and very excited to see what that has in store for us. I am in the Discord as Sharwin, just changed my name, Ultra New. That's absolutely wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you, and waiting for my sim racing gear to arrive. Cannot wait to get started. The postal service cannot be any slower for you, can it, Narcoleptic? How very antisocial. Hill is in the pits. From P4? As we heard from Stevie B in the brief intermission before we got cut off, these legends don't have enough of a fuel tank to last the full 25 plus 1 lap. They can last about 22 minutes, so we'll actually have to see a pit stop for these guys to take a bit of a splash and dash to ensure they can make it to the end of the race. Some people, I think, were trying their luck, trying to do a bit of fuel saving. Obviously, it didn't work for them. As things have now calmed down a little bit. There is a bit of a midfield battle for P10, 11 and 12. That's Overstreet, Gamarun and Pavot. Pavot dropping to P12, our race leader. From the previous race, there's a car off. There's a car off, they've got to be careful. Oh, that's Hill. That is not a good place to have a spin. And sadly is now going to lose positions because of it. Narcoleptic, Jesus Christ, good sir. That is absolutely insane. I have ordered a new sim rig myself, to be fair. I went for the Track Racer TR80. I've got my wheel, got my Thrustmaster T300. I have ordered some load cell Thrustmaster GPLM. So yeah, it's very excited. And again, the postal service, UPS, cannot be any slower. It's being delivered tomorrow whilst I'm at work, so that's the only annoying thing. I have to go and get I have to dash from the office up to my flat once I get the time slot. Thankfully, the office is only about a 2-minute walk from where I live, so that's fine. Anyway, back to racing, and pit stops are happening. Has jumbled up the order a little bit, so you'll have to bear with us as we try and figure out what in the world's going on. What I can tell you, as for certain, is it's under 10 minutes plus 1 lap to go. Alfie Beavan is leading away. 2.5 seconds to Jacob Hine. Lindblom third. No, I stand corrected. Chris Brown now third. Lindblom now fourth. So we just see that overtake happen on the screen. Nope, never mind. Lindblom's back into third. Why do I even try? As positions chopping and changing. Brooke is 5th. Silver 6th. Vogue is 7th. Pavo 8th. Gabber 9th. And Ash Hill currently rounding up your top 10. As everyone is now relatively spread out. Not completely. But we are going to see some people head to the pits. Norman Bruce heading for the pits down in P15. Loses position to Overstreet. But these, as we said earlier on, these guys have well, I say these guys, Stevie Bain has come into the conference booth and said we do need to get fuel. Had a play on one in the shop, I loved it. Used to do competitive gaming on World of Warcraft a few years ago, and I loved my track day car, so I decided No, World of Warcraft. That's not World of Warcraft. WoW a few years ago. I loved my track day car, so I decided to put two together. If it is World of Warcraft, I'm not entirely sure as to how you could put that together with sim racing, but it's a pleasure to have you nonetheless. And wow, it is World of Warcraft. That's fine. I'm not going mad. Gaming and track day car. Yeah, you know what? I'll get you on that one. I can absolutely understand that. As it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for dropping by. It does mean a lot. Stevie Bain, however, making a bit of a comeback drive passes Ben Meyer. Admin versus admin battle there for Ben Meyer and Stevie Bain. Indeed, they both get going once more. And they're going to continue battling as Brooke and Brown, 4th and 5th, having a bit of a fight as well. They have exchanged positions in the top 5, but for the top 12 is also fighting as well. Trying to learn loads of races for us. So it's nice to have commentary. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. We do love our commentary. We do usually have 2 people in the comments booth. My American counterpart, Mr. Dominic Barut, cannot be with us tonight. He, however, will be with us for the first round of the MX5 Championship on Assetto Corsa, starting a week today for 8 weeks. Indeed, as part of the oNiD Season 1 calendar, we have AC on a Monday, AMS2 on a Tuesday, new addition to the community. On Thursday, you will see the SimHound Amateurs Championship on ACC on the Assetto Corsa Competizione. And we'll also have our feature race, the GT3 Championship, on a Sunday evening. All streamed by myself and our fantastic stream team. Do we have 2 cars with the same number? We do. It's P4 and 5. They're both fighting away in the same cars. They may as well be teammates, but not observing team orders, let's say. But, Toscano's disconnected, sadly, so we have lost the driver. But we will hopefully see him return in due course. But yes, streams for all of our league racing this season. So that's a bit of bumper love now between the 2 drivers of Brooke and Brown. We do, however, get away with it. But yes, to make your point now, Collector 696, absolutely. Commentary for all 4 of our league races. 8 weeks worth of commentary on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Sunday. Starting next week on Monday. No, starting Sunday, I do believe, actually, 14th. Do have to check that, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. Should definitely know that. Oh no, the 12th. Wow, saying that, I do have a sneaky little video to show you, but we'll do that at the end of the race. Just over 5 minutes ago, plus 1 lap, as everyone now has somewhat calmed down. We've got a couple of isolated battles. 12th and 13th are somewhat close together. 14th and 15th are even closer together than that, almost nose to tail, coming across the start-finish straight. They will, however, remain in the positions that they are for now. We're just going to wait and see who else is going to die for the pits. Not everyone has gone to the pit lane, so they either have done enough fuel saving not to warrant a pit stop, or are leaving it incredibly late and just letting the fuel run out and overstreets off. Oh, Chris. Racing from America is Chris, and indeed, sadly not getting used to our crazy British circuits. He will no doubt be going, gosh dang it. That is very stereotypical American, isn't it? I am sorry, Chris, if you're listening back. I apologise. Maybe I don't. I don't know. We do, however, see Chris Brown in the pit, so we are expecting cars, if they haven't been able to fuel save, we are expecting them to come into the pit lane to have essentially just a quick splash and dash as a car up on 2 wheels. And he finds himself off track, going out of the way of traffic, and he's even as a car going even further wide. in the background. They are just about getting out of the way of each other. As Alfie Bevan, our race leader, is in the pits, and Hein takes the lead. Now, who has not pitted is my question. So Brooke is also in the pits, and indeed he will take a quick splash and dash. Bevan leaves the pit lane. 3 minutes plus 1 lap. We've just got to wait to see if Hein and Lindblom come into the pits or if they've been able to fuel save. That is the big question. As everyone now starting just to spread out across the field. No real battles. There's a battle for battery P10 actually, so we'll might give that a bit of attention in a minute. Is the leader pitting? No, is the answer to that. Huh. You're so full right now. You made some barbecue ribs in the air fryer. Ugh. Puts my cooking to shame. Lindblom, just answered my own question there, in the pits, has elected to come into the pits for a splash and dash. Where is Alfie? Alfie, I think, or the cameras are just figuring themselves out. There is Alfie. Comes out of the pit lane. I'll go through the past the pit lane, should I say. And Lindblom still in the pits as we are waiting for him to rejoin the circuit. He's not quite done so yet. But all eyes now on Hein. Just to see if he does pit indeed. If he doesn't, Alfie's got a good chance of taking this race lead. Indeed, he dives for the pits. Fuel being the name of the game. 1.5 minutes plus 1 lap to go of what has been a fantastically entertaining one-off special tonight with some fantastic battling up and down the field. So you just didn't know where to look at some points, to be perfectly honest. As everyone is now... I'm just trying to work out. I think there's going to be 3 more laps, inclusive of this one. So Alfie is done everything right here. Has managed to get back up into the top spot. He's reclaimed his rightful place on P1. Pavo has recovered to P4. So it's not a total loss for him. He's only one... Oh no, he's getting awfully close to Zach Silver. And they're fighting. There's traffic involved. Let's jump to this battle. As Pavo has made the move. Oh, that's massive contact. That is Smits and Brooke getting it together, I do believe. Oh no, Brooke's had his own incident. That was Smits' going off. Contact nonetheless between back markers. Not quite sure who that was that went into Lucas Smits, but a hefty impact there. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Maybe car just got caught out with a potential Smits being a slower car on the racing line. We are, however, going to have 2 more laps, inclusive of this one. The timer has gone to 0. Leader has 2 laps to go. Pavo's recovery drive up to 3rd. Very notable. A good solid race for him and a good recovery drive as he fought his way through the field. Not had the same amount of luck as this man here has. There's a car off in the background. Trying to figure out who that is. A timing tower not being very kind to me to tell me that's a car off track, so I can't quite work out who it is. But it is all gone Alfie's way. Pavo, tough luck. Such is the nature of a reverse grid race, drifting through that final turn. That's just showing off at this point, is Alfie. And getting the rear out, putting the foot down. As he now goes on to his final lap. Around he goes. He's just... Look at those sideways throughout some of these corners. I'm not sure if that's purposeful. He's got to be careful. Jacob Hein is only about 2 seconds behind him, and he's now got traffic he's got to contend with. I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. Jacob Hein did manage to close the gap by about half a second just because of that traffic in front of Alfie, so you can't brag too much. Jacob Hein is going to run for his money at the dying moments of this race, but I have a feeling With only one more corner to go and some clear air ahead of him, Alfie's race, this is going to be, it's failing me, this will be his win to lose. If he does mess up, and something tells me that's not going to happen because he's got the car pointed in the right line, he's got his foot down and will take the checkered flag and will say congratulations to Alfie Bevan, race winner of the second social race this evening. And what a fantastic couple of races we have had. Amazing stuff from everyone involved. Hine takes second, Pavot on a recovery drive, just a wait for the cameras to update, takes third position. Silver a very close fourth, only half a second behind, so that gap closed up very quickly. Lindblom fifth, Hill in sixth, with Nika in seventh, Brown eighth, Vokins we'll see ninth. Oh, Bane's off, he's had an incident. Oh, he's out of fuel! He is being pushed along. Who is that? It's car 49. It's a race winner. Pushing along. And everyone's at it now. Making sure that Stevie B does come and see the checkered flag in 10th position. Ben Meyer, a lap down, has already seen a checkered flag, so P11th has already been decided. So Stephen Bain is at no risk of losing P10. Only two DNS, Smits and Toscano, sadly, as they take this shortcut. Why not? Do not blame you. As everyone... Oh, that's a bump he didn't really want. As now we'll see Stevie Bain take the checkered flag in quite a comical way, but nonetheless sees the checkered flag, and indeed, what unique sportsmanship from everyone involved. It's fantastic to see everyone getting involved and taking part with what has been a fantastic evening worth of racing. And indeed, there he is, Stevie Bain, out of fuel, but not out of help. Fantastic stuff from everyone. Oh, and now we can breathe. What a race it has been this evening. Now, I did mention about Season 1. I think it is just about fair just to give you a brief idea of what to expect in the coming weeks here on oNiD. If you like the look of what you saw today, do get involved. discord.gg/oNiD Community Racing. But Season 1, here's what we have in store. Welcome to oNiD Season 1, with a slight change. We say goodbye to simracing.gp and hello to SimGrid, the new home for oNiD Community Racing. Be sure to follow the community page for all of our upcoming races and events. So, what do we have in store for Season 1? On Mondays, we visit Assetto Corsa for the oNiD MX5 Championship. Automobilista 2 will now take the spot on Tuesdays, featuring multi-class racing from the IMSA Championship. SimHound Amateur Series will continue within the season structure moving forwards with their night of GT3 racing. On Sundays, the headline race evening on the oNiD schedule continues to host Assetto Corsa Competizione for the GT3 World Championship. Hosted on Assetto Corsa Competizione, we visit Donington for a 6-hour race as our special event for Season 1. Season 1 starts on the 13th of May and will take you through the next 8 weeks. We hope you're excited as we are to continue providing such a range of racing events for you here on oNiD Community Racing. And that, folks, is Season 1 starting 13th of May, starting with our GT3 World Championship on Assetto Corsa Competizione. And then we'll be back Monday for more AC racing with the MX5 Championship. And folks, if you've been entertained tonight, I do encourage you, get involved, come and watch the streams, come and say hi to us, pester us, but most of all, sign up. We do have reserve lists. You can sign up on SimGrid, have an opportunity to join a race. if you do want to. Freddy Pad, if you want to join the reserve race, I do believe there is one available. Head to SimGrid, join the oNiD racing community, and have a look for the MX5 Championship on Assetto Corsa. All your information will be on SimGrid. Come and get involved, please do, because it's going to be an absolutely fantastic season. And even if we do get some dropouts, if we do get people sadly having to leave, you will be the first to know if you have the opportunity to come and race on a Monday night on AC. We do have also fantastic seasons elsewhere of Assetto Corsa Competizione on a Sunday and a Thursday, and also AMS2 making the feature on a Tuesday night as well. Look out for that. We are excited to bring that into oNiD's scheduled events. But folks, from Knockhill, we will be ending the stream tonight. It has been a pleasure to bring you all the action. Come and get involved, come and say hi. We are now on SimGrid, and boy oh boy, what a change and what an update and what fantastic future we have ahead. If tonight was the judge of anything to happen with AC going forward, you're going to be missing out. You're going to be a fool to miss it. Thank you so much, guys. It's Aidan signing off. We will be back live on Sunday night for the first round of the GT3 Championship on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Until then, take care, have a wonderful week. We will see you soon.